Okay, so just want to clear something up from the last video. I kind of got cut off there. So you can express this infinite set of solutions like 3 different ways. In this case, 2 different ways because y and z are the same thing. So like whatever goes in this first spot is x, whatever goes in the second spot is y, whatever goes in this third spot is z. So right now, this right here, next to this check mark, is telling us that y and z have to be the same thing. And whatever y or z are, x has to be 2 times y or z, which we represent as c, plus -1. Alright, now this answer could be considered in terms of y or z, because they're the same thing. Alright, and we represented that as c and plugged it and expressed x like that. But we could also express this in terms of x. Alright, so if you check this answer in the back of the book, alright, it might also look like this. So let's take x and set it equal to -1 plus 2c. Alright, if we add 1 and divide by 2 to each side, now we get c is equal to x plus 1 over 2, which means another way to represent this set of solutions would be x plus 1 over 2, comma, oops, take that back. Alright, it's all in terms of x now, so this first spot is x. So it would be x, comma, c, which would be x plus 1 over 2, comma, x plus 1 over 2. And now you could, instead of doing it in terms of x, like the calculator, put it in terms of c. So that's probably how it would look. Alright, and again, c just represents any real number. But these are, I emphasize that these are the same types of solution. They mean the same thing. Alright, let's say I plug in something into the first equation. Let's say I plug in 0 into the first equation. Alright, so I get 0, 0, and then -1. Alright, so when c is 0, I get the order triple -1, comma 0, comma 0. Alright, well, let's say I plug in whatever number makes this 0. Alright, so that would be -1 for x. So if I plug in -1 for x, I also get -1, comma 0, comma 0. So see, we get the same ordered triples in either one. It's just the top one's in terms of y, the bottom one's in terms of z. Alright, so just want you to be aware of this. Like if I was grading this on a test that you took on paper, not like an online test, alright, I would accept either one. But when you're doing this at home and you're checking the answer key in the back of the textbook, you might get this top answer and this bottom answer is what's in the answer key. So I want you to realize that they could just represent the same thing. So if you're not sure, you can always like look at the answer beforehand and see which variable is everything in terms of, and then do it that way so that you get the same answer as the answer key.